Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you and you are watching the replay on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. We're going to talk about what's going on with this week's energy. What can you expect and how can you best navigate this week? So we are going to check in with that. Before we dive into that, I do want to remind all of you that I have, hi Danica, hi Mike, nice to see you guys here, that I do have scheduled for tomorrow my energy and relationships class, and that's going to be available through my membership site. So for those of you who aren't familiar with my membership, you can check out all the details at claritybychristy.com. I'll make sure I put the link below in the description. And I'm bringing together all of the stuff that I offer in my private sessions in a way that people can use whenever they need to. So one of the things that I talk a lot about, hi Jessica, with people is energy and relationships and how energy is impacting their response to relationships. Whether you feel like, there's a connection in your life, and this isn't just for romantic relationships, but whether you feel like there's a connection in your life that you can't understand or you just can't seem to disconnect from, or you're wanting to understand why there are certain dynamics within a relationship in your life, things that you don't understand, a lot of that stuff is really easily explained from an energetic place, and I feel like that's a place that we tend to not pay attention to. So I'm teaching the class live tomorrow through my membership site. So if you're not signed up yet, it's only $9.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. So if you want to just do the class, you can get registered and then you can cancel that. But it'll be live, but I will also have the edited class replay up on the membership after that. So I have that. I have my full moon energy session up right now. So for those of you who already are on there, make sure you do that. Last night was the full moon, but we are still in this full moon energy, and it's a really powerful one. It's about a half hour long. I just felt like the energy just kept flowing. So it needed to be a little bit longer, but it explains everything that's going on, and we work through the energy that we have happening right now, and how do we embrace that, how do we make the most of that, and how do we invite in our energy to be balanced and cleared with this energy. Hi, Amanda. So we are going to dive in now without further ado to the weekly energy. So I want to talk first about, like I said, we are in this full moon energy, right? Last night was the full moon, but I usually consider it to still be, in that full moon energy until about like 3 days after. So we're still in this energy, and when I think of full moons, I think about I think about completion. I think about what needs to be released. What do we need to let go of? So paying attention to anything that's showing up that you're feeling called to clear, and use the energy of this moon to help you to do it. You might make a list of the things that you're ready to release, the things that you're ready to let go of, and focusing on that energy so that you can set your intentions for what you're wanting to release. To me, this is a magical full moon too. I love Pisces energy, right? And this is a full moon in Pisces. It's also the harvest full moon. It's also so it just brings with it all of this amazing, full moons do anyway, but with the Pisces energy, with this, it brings this amazing intuitive energy with it. So I feel like it really is shining a light on some things that we need to understand. We have that going on. We also are in the pre-shadow for Mercury retrograde. So you're welcome. You're going to understand yourself, or you're going to start the process of understanding yourself on a deeper level. Okay. That's not always easy, but it is what it is. And it's important and it's helpful in a lot of ways. So it's shining a light. And I feel like this is a really important time over, yesterday, the day before, the next couple of days. What are you being shown? What is your intuition trying to show you? And your intuition is always trying to show you stuff, but I feel like right now we're very connected to it, okay? And I also feel like, so this is about trust, right? Trusting in what that feeling is. I also feel like we may be getting some messages right now that go against logic or go against what's being presented on the surface. And that's really hard because we tend to operate a lot of times from that place of logic. So it might be confusing. Like you might have gotten intuition to take a really big leap of faith and you're like, but wait a minute, like that really is going to require me to make some very big changes for myself or start to make some very big changes. And this is your encouragement to go for it. And you're going to go for it at the pace that you need to, but take those steps, begin to take steps in the direction of what your intuition is showing you. This is important. This is like you're very, very in tune with that. So pay attention to what's coming through. Danica's saying she pulled the release card in reverse this morning. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's something that you have to let go of, right? That maybe you have a very tight grip on. And if I've learned anything about energy and manifestation is that when we have too tight of a grip on anything, we can actually block the things that we want to manifest that want to come into our experience from actually coming into our experience. So yeah, let that shit go. This is a perfect time for that. So we have this energy, this intuitive energy, and I also feel like it brings out, I don't know, to me, Pisces energy is like the dreamer, right? So paying attention to that dreamer within you that likes to like daydream about certain things. Where do your daydreams go? You know, when you think about like, maybe you're sitting at your job and you're catching yourself daydreaming about this business that you would like to have. Pay attention to that. Pay attention because you may be finding that you're getting some directions in terms of like taking steps in that direction. Like what's next? What do we need to do? Or, you know, like follow your heart, follow your intuition, listen, where are you being led? This is really important for us to do right now. And like I said, before last week, I was saying that we're getting ready for this Mercury retrograde that starts on September 27th. So, this is a better time now before that actually starts to get some kind of a ball rolling, right? It might not be a big ball rolling, right? You might not like tomorrow quit your job, although you might, I don't know. But it might be like, okay, you're starting to sign up maybe for a class that you need or starting to look into the steps that you would need to get yourself in that direction or whatever this is for you. It doesn't have to be work related, you know, anything that your intuition is guiding, but like these steps in that direction, because I'm already feeling it. It's like I feel like the engine of the energy of the universe is like slowing down. Do you guys feel it? You know, we were moving and moving a little bit and now it's like I can hear the engine sort of settling down because this is us slowing down. Mercury retrograde is about slowing down. I'm going to talk about that more next week because it'll be more next week that we're into it, but I can feel the energy slowing already because so tomorrow we step into Libra season. Okay, Libra is, and it's also the fall equinox, right? I think you're going to feel the shift. We step away from this period with Virgo season where it was like, take care of all those little things on your list. And we step into a season of a little bit more balance. You combine that with retrograde, there's definitely a need to like focus on balance. And we're definitely in this pre-shadow already where we're feeling that need. So what is it that you need to balance? That's going to be your focus for a little while. And your intuition is going to show you what you need right now to have a more balanced life. So again, pay attention to that. So we're shifting into that. And I feel like, to me, like when we're looking for a balance, things do slow down a little bit too, because it gives us that time to like listen to ourselves and to hear what our soul is trying to tell us. So it's going to be a little bit of a slower moving energy, but this is important. This is important about like coming back to ourselves and rebalancing and regrouping as we are stepping into this Mercury retrograde. So allow yourself to slow down a little bit. You're going to need more rest. You're going to feel like it's slowing down a little bit, but also where you feel called to take action definitely this week. With this full moon too that we have going on, like to me, this is Pisces energy is so empathic, so empathetic. And so I do feel like I need to say, like, be aware of is this energy even yours? You know, there is very much such a thing as an energy exchange. And it happens all the time. And so many of the people that are connected here to me are energy sensitives. So be aware of what's happening for you and if there's been an energy exchange. If you're like angry out of the blue for no clear reason, or anxious or depressed or whatever, ask yourself if that energy even belongs to you, because I feel like there's more possibility of like absorbing it right now if you're not mindful of filtering your energy and setting boundaries with your energy field, which we're going to be talking about in the energy and relationships class tomorrow. So be mindful of that, and sometimes just even asking yourself that question, does this energy even belong to me, helps it to be cleared. I feel like I said, the engine is slowing down, and it is the beginning of this journey of going within ourselves and exploring this, what do I need to bring balance to? When I was meditating on this, I also heard in my mind, please don't shoot the messenger, okay? Your triggers are your responsibility. Okay? I feel like this is really important because we are living in a time where we are getting triggered left and right. Okay? So when you find yourself being triggered by something, it is your job, and now we're stepping into a time where we're going within. It is your job to take a step back and ask yourself why that is a trigger to you. Okay, and so often what we do is we like blame and we shame, and there are times that absolutely boundaries need to be set, conversations need to be had 100%, right? But at the end of the day, you also have to take that step back and you have to look at, why did this trigger me, and what is this about, and is this even connected with this situation, or did it trigger something from the past, and what is unresolved there that I need to heal? What do I need to work on? What do I need to know? Triggers for us are incredibly powerful in teaching us about us and what is left to be healed. So I do feel like I need to say that, okay? So paying attention to that, and I do feel like there may be, because it's a little bit more of an emotional time, an increase in triggers. So pay attention to that. It's teaching you something. And it's also allowing you a gift of being able to stop the cycle around your triggers. So notice your triggers, notice what it is bringing up for you, and try to figure out, how do I stop this cycle? How do I respond to this in a different way? And if you're not sure, I think the best approach is always to come back to, how do I respond to this from a place of divine love, right? Divine love for myself, divine love for other people. How do I do that? Because again, I think there's a lot of triggers, and we all get triggered, but like at the end of the day, your triggers are your responsibility. So let me make sure, like I'm just checking my notes. I think I covered everything that came up in my meditation. So lots of stuff that we have going on. Let's take a look at the cards. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the King of Swords. I was saying, and I feel like this energy is carrying over, that we're kind of in this period of, before we step into retrograde, this opening for some really some really cool communication, right? Some really powerful communication, I guess is what I want to say. Some communication that maybe needs to happen that's healing. So I want you to pay attention to what you feel called to say. I want you to pay attention to where you feel like you need to communicate something, whether that's your truth, whether it's you feel like you need to reach out to understand someone, whether there is something that you've been holding back that you have felt like you've wanted to say, but it felt too vulnerable or scary for you, or you just weren't ready. This is a really nice window to do that, and I think that a lot of people are going to find that important communication is coming their way. Truth. The full moon has a way of like shining the light on the truth, so this may be even like truth on a collective scale, big truths coming out this week, but I also feel like for some people that this will be important communications, important truths, important conversations, that kind of stuff that are sort of these leftovers before retrograde. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I was excited about, because the Wheel of Fortune is really saying that some things that have felt stuck are moving forward. Luck is on our side as a collective, right? So you may find that something in your life that has felt really stuck is moving forward, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, so all of a sudden this is happening. Awesome, and it's exciting. This is a big thing to have happen. This is major arcana card. So like this is a big change, a big shift, a powerful shift. And you might just, we're right before retrograde, so you might not see it be like huge, but you might see the beginnings of concrete evidence of the change of the energy showing up in your life, okay? But that wheel is turning, and it's turning in our favor. So this is a really good thing. Then we have the Star card. I feel, for me, the Star card on some levels is about healing, and I think that is what it's representing here. What do you need to do in order to shine your light brighter? I think it is our responsibility right now, and I think that it is really important right now, maybe the most important thing for us to be focusing on. How do I continue to build my light? How do I continue to raise my vibration? How do I continue to be the best version of me? Because it really is this energy. I always say, like, together we can light up the world, right? And that is our job right now. That is what we are supposed to be doing through this period where our planet is ascending. And so how is your personal light doing, and where do there need to be some tweaks made so that you are shining as brightly as you possibly can? For some people too, you might feel recognized, you might feel appreciated, you might feel like you might be stepping into some kind of a situation where you are honored, appreciated, or a little bit more the center of attention as well. So I feel like I need to mention that. We also have the Four of Wands. This is a celebration, right? So I do feel like we're celebrating some things that are happening, but I also do feel like these are offers coming in for stability. So some kind of, like, we're celebrating something that is contributing to our stability in our life in some way. Which is really nice because we're stepping into Libra season tomorrow. So, this is like, we're finding our balance, and I think that the universe wants to support that. The universe wants to come in and give us what we need in order for our life to feel more stable, to feel more supported, to feel like a life that we want to celebrate. So definitely some things, whether this is coming through in relationships, whether this is coming through in our work or in our finances or in our life, some things or something coming in to help bring more stability. You may also find that you're feeling more open to having something stable, some stable things in your life, or you're wanting to call that in more. You're needing that more. So I definitely think that we're magnetizing some of that. We have the Hermit card, okay? The Hermit card is all about going within. It is a period of self-discovery. It is absolutely this energy that we're shifting into. I tend to, like, with my cards, see it as like this is a progression as we're moving out into the week, okay? So this is saying to me, yep, the engine of the universe is slowing down. We are slowing down. This is going to be a really good time to go within and listen to your soul, because you may feel with this Ace of Swords in reverse, a little disconnected from clarity. I think with the full moon, you're going to feel clear, but like as the week progresses, we're moving more into that energy. And so some things might feel cloudy. Some things might feel confusing. It's all part of the process. Trust the process, right? We need to explore, ask questions, learn about ourselves, go within, allow ourselves to be in our own energy, so that we can understand what's next for us, and so that we can hear our intuition, because our intuition tends to be a lot quieter than that voice of fear that's always chirping away at us. And then last card, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. If you can see this image, we have this person who is barely hanging on to all of these wands, right? And I think that we take a look at some of the things in our life. I think I pulled this last week too. I think we take a look at all of the things that we're juggling in our life, and we recognize that we cannot continue to bear the weight of this load anymore. We don't want to carry it anymore. We don't want to carry the burden. We don't want to do things that we would prefer to say no to. We don't want to do things out of obligation. We don't want to continue to juggle so much And so we decide that we're not going to. So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? What do you need to balance out that will allow you to live your life more freely and more in alignment with what you want and what your soul is guiding you to do? So those are your messages for this week. Thank you guys so much for checking in. I see all your comments. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at paying attention to the comments because it totally distracts me if I start to read them too much when I'm in a flow. So thank you guys for your patience with that. But I see you and I'm grateful for all of you. If this video resonates with you or you think it will resonate with someone else, give it a like, give it a share. And definitely, if you're not on my YouTube channel, make sure you give that a subscribe as well. That helps to support my channel, and I'm working toward those 1,000 subscribers so that I can keep growing and so that I can, I really want to be able to go live on YouTube and shift over to that. So I'm close. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed as well. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon with another video.